These are the luckiest people alive. They take good fortune to the extreme. I bet this guy's glad he was distracted by his phone, because if he kept walking, he would have been hit by a rogue tire. Pay attention to our friend in the man bun. His spidey sense is about to pay off. Being crushed by a lowering bridge is an exciting new way to capsize. Luckily, these cops saw it coming.
Nice.
One wrong move and we'll need 2 ambulances. Get out amongst nature, they said. It'll be a relaxing way to unwind, they said. What if nature's trying to kill me, Susan? It's time for this ice hockey commentator to buy a lottery ticket. That puck was about 6 inches away from absolutely ruining his day. Sometimes the fish you're chasing isn't the one you land. These guys are lucky they didn't end up on the wrong side of a tuna fin. Situational awareness. You can't really learn it, but it could save you from being hit by backflipping skiers. When you're renting the Lambo for the day and can't afford to lose your deposit, this is your lucky day. This guy looks like he's headed to the Fail Awards before somehow sticking the perfect landing. Nice. This guy thought he was taking a leisurely bike ride through the forest. He had no idea what would come flying out at him. If you're gonna fail, at least do it with style. Ask any 10-pin bowler, the 7-10 split is impossible. Well, no one bothered to tell this guy who sends the ball hurtling down the lane and absolutely nails it.
Nice shot.
This snowboarder got so caught up in wide turns he almost didn't see the lady sitting on the slopes. The first rule of playing goalie is to never leave your box. The second rule of playing goalie is to not kick an own goal. And by the looks of it, this guy listened. When an out-of-control tire separated from a truck, it was a miracle it didn't hit anyone. They call it DIY because you're stuck doing it yourself. Luckily, this guy has the reflexes to get the job done. This footballer only had one thing between him and a goal: the goalie. This extreme tuber is all about high-speed maneuvers and no regrets. Unless he lets go, that is. 2 things you don't see every day in the snow: a parachutist and a girl in a bikini. She's made 2 mistakes today: that outfit and standing in his landing path. As if base jumping wasn't dangerous enough, let's throw a flimsy trapeze bar into the mix and see what happens. No, he didn't slam his face into the cliff, and yes, the builder was fired. When you're this smooth, you can make a fall into something spectacular.
I'm a bad boy.
When you can't afford the diving board but still want to flip into the pool, you gotta take risks.
Perfect.
When you butcher an aerial maneuver like this, the best plan is to simply walk it off. This skater's good luck is about to save him from an embarrassing head injury. You can tell this delivery driver has done this route before. Either he's a seasoned pro or got real lucky in the rain.
You've arrived at your destination.
This guy wanted the perfect selfie video. He just didn't count on his friend being the worst golfer in history. For most people, the challenging part about handstands is just staying upright. This skimboarder's about to have a close call she never saw coming. When just one pool table isn't enough, let's go for the corner pocket on the other one. This pitcher forgot you're supposed to catch the ball instead of channeling his inner Neo to dodge the ball. If you value your car more than your girlfriend, you kinda get this reaction when she parks a little too close.
Baby, you want this close to being single?
One of the downsides of skiing the deserted mountain passes is that there are no signs warning you of sheer cliffs ahead.
A few moments later.
Luckily, he landed in a thick drift of new snow. During a press conference on train safety of all things, this senator almost collides with a train passing at serious speed. This golfer's path to the green is dangerously close to the water, so hopefully he can keep the ball dry. Generally, when attempting a high-speed ski jump, it's best to make sure that plans haven't gone through council for its demolition. It's every baseball fan's dream to catch a fly ball during play. These 2 guys had no idea the ball was even coming. If you've achieved your dream of owning a shiny new sports car, the last thing you want is for a truck to crash into it. Thankfully, this guy was around at just the right time.
It's a miracle.
This driver's probably really glad he didn't leave 2 seconds later because this near miss is way too close. Yeah, backflips are cool and all, but not at the expense of any passers-by. Look before you leap. When you finally watch Fast and Furious and you want to see if you can pull off the same moves in your Russian Lotta station wagon. Okay, students, one at a time, one at a time. Only these aren't any regular martial arts practitioners. They've been watching old Bruce Lee movies and The Matrix on repeat for years. When your contribution to the party is some well-placed cheese tosses from the first floor, you know you're gonna be appreciated. Never take your eye off a good bowl. This guy had already resolved himself to try and get the spare, but it turns out his pins are just slow. Piping hot pizza pies coming straight out of the oven, and faces generally don't mix. Good thing for his quick reflexes. How not to spectate a yacht race? Park your vessel dead center lane and just hope they don't hit you. Dropping into a massive wave, this surfer turned his sketchy fall into a 1 in a million recovery. Something here doesn't look right. It's almost as if this skateboarder doesn't adhere to the laws of physics.
Nope.
You gotta appreciate the skill and precision needed to pull off this pinpoint shot. Where does luck end and skill begin? What I'm seeing is a fisherman showing off his skills after tens of thousands of casts. Now, I'm not saying this woman's a psychic or anything, but how on earth did she know to step forward to avoid a 200-pound block of ice squashing her like a bug? Coming in hot, this parachute has found a way to use a steep hill as a comfortable landing zone. When Johnny was told he could only play one sport this season, he couldn't decide between football and basketball. Choosing to take a relaxing dip in the pool during a thunderstorm isn't the best idea. Sometimes a classic catch is a team effort. Hey, it still counts if it never touched the ground. When the shirt comes off, you know things are getting serious. Beer keg truck loader level pro. Basketball the movie has nothing on these guys. I have no idea what to call this. A home run buzzer beater? These guys just can't wait their turn. Do we call that a hole in two? This pair of F1 teammates almost ended up a spectacular wreck after a misunderstanding. When Target came up with their logo, they had to expect someone was going to do this. This kid might not have scored a goal, but getting it into the window of a moving car is even better. This guy had lightning-fast reflexes not once, but twice to stop himself scoring a ball to the face. Fun fact, holding a pole made out of graphite makes you an excellent lightning rod. I think these fishermen need a spare change of underpants after that one. Some trees are just stubborn. Not content to be cut down, this tall stack of timber gets one back on the lumberjack by planting itself back in the ground.
Perfect.
Imagine this, you spend 4 years at college just to become an assistant carrying your boss's boxes. These workers are so lazy, they just lost track of time.